Happy Wednesday. Hello. I miss seeing you and being with you at school. I hope that you will join us on Zoom today. That'll be fun. I always like our time of show and tell and hearing what you're up to. Today is Wednesday, so I last sent you videos on Monday. So Tuesday, so look at our pattern. What would we call it? If the blacks are A's, we would say A, B, B. Good, we have an A, B, B pattern. So I need to put in another A, which is a black for 5. And what should 6 be? It should be a black. All right, so today, in a little while, we'll Zoom, and I'm putting that in. Okay, so today is Wednesday, May 6th, 2020. So we need to change these. So today is Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. And tomorrow will be Thursday. T and th. Yes. And it's rainy today. Here's our rainy weather. And I want to show you 2 happy things. This is Henry's birthday. It's on the 14th of May, so it's coming soon. Yay! And then Claire's birthday is at the end of the month on the 29th. So we're in a birthday month. That's so exciting. I love that. So let's sing our rainy day song. The rain is falling from the sky and rainy is the weather. And rainy is the weather. I'm wearing my apron, a different apron today, but an apron again today because we're doing long A. Do any of you have a long A sound in your name? Think about that. Children, I'd like to read another cat story to you. We had Kitten's first full moon, and this is another story about cats. One Kitten for Kim by Adalaide Holl, and the illustrator is Don Madden. Oh, it has 4 words. One kitten for Kim, like Kitten's first full moon. Huh, that's pretty fun. Kim had a cat named Geraldine and 7 kittens. One kitten was striped like a tiny tiger. One was round and soft and white as a snowball. 2 were black as a midnight sky, and 3 had black and white polka dots all over. Kim thought that having 7 kittens was fun. Kim's mother and father did not agree. There are too many cats in this house, said Kim's father one day. You may keep Geraldine and 1 kitten. You will have to give the others away. Yes, agreed Kim's mother. 2 pets are enough in one house. Kim chose the roundest and rolliest polka dot kitten for his own. He put the others in his mother's laundry basket and set the basket in his yellow wagon. Away he went down the street with 6 kittens in his basket. Mrs. McGinty, who lived next door, was sweeping her sidewalk. "What's in your basket, Kim?" she asked with interest. "Kittens," Kim told her. "Would you like one for a pet?" "I am rather lonely," said Mrs. McGinty, "and a kitten would keep me company. I have 2 goldfish, but goldfish are not very good company. A kitten would curl up in my lap and purr. Goldfish cannot do that." Mrs. McGinty lifted up a snowball white kitten and stroked its silky fur. Then she said, "But what will I do with my goldfish? A kitten will grow up to be a cat. A cat will eat goldfish." "You could give me the goldfish," said Kim brightly. Mrs. McGinty hurried into the house and she came out carrying a round glass bowl. Inside the bowl, 2 golden orange fish were swimming around and around. They had shiny fins. They had tails like little waving fans. Their mouths were like tiny round O's. Kim thanked Mrs. McGinty. Then he set the glass bowl in his wagon and away he went down the street with 5 kittens in his basket and 2 goldfish in a bowl. Kim pulled his wagon slowly because the water in the goldfish bowl went slish, slush, splash. He pulled the wagon quietly because he was coming to Miss Murphy's house. Miss Murphy did not like noise. She did not like rattly wagons or squeaky wheels or noisy children. Miss Murphy sat on her front porch quietly rocking. "Hello, Miss Murphy," said Kim politely. "I have some kittens to give away. Nice, quiet ones," he added. "Did you say quiet kittens?" asked Miss Murphy with interest. "Let me see them." She peered into the basket. The kittens were curled into soft balls. They were making quiet purring sounds. "Wait here a minute, Kim," said Miss Murphy, hurrying up the steps to the door. She came out carrying a golden cage. Inside it sat a large green parrot, awking and squawking noisily. "This is Skipper," she explained. "My brother, who is a sea captain, brought him to me from far across the sea. Skipper is a very noisy bird. He chatters and he whistles and he sings the sailor's hornpipe. I simply can't stand noisy pets. Would you trade one of your nice quiet kittens for a nice noisy parrot?" Kim was delighted. Miss Murphy chose a round polka dot kitten that was curled up quietly asleep. Kim took the awking, squawking parrot and set the cage carefully in the wagon. He thanked Miss Murphy. Then away he went down the street with 4 kittens in his basket, 2 goldfish in a bowl, and 1 green parrot in a cage. Kim turned the corner and stopped in front of Mr. Wiggins' store. Mr. Wiggins was making bright pyramids of oranges and red apples on his fruit stand. He looked a little bit cross. "What's the matter, Mr. Wiggins?" asked Kim. "It's those pesky mice. They keep nibbling my fruits and cheeses." "What you need is a cat," said Kim. "I could give you a kitten. It will grow up to be a cat, and a cat will chase away the mice." Mr. Wiggins smiled. "I could use 2 kittens," he said. He picked up the 2 kittens as black as a midnight sky. Then he said, "Come with me, Kim. I have something to show you." What might Mr. Wiggins have to show Kim? Do you have a prediction? In the back of the store, there was a box with 4 wiggly brown puppies inside. "Would you like to have one, Kim?" asked Mr. Wiggins. "Sure, thanks," said Kim with a wide grin. He chose the puppy with the silkiest fur, the floppiest ears, and the droopiest tail. He put the puppy in a small box, set the box in his wagon, and away he went down the street with 2 kittens in his basket, 2 goldfish in a bowl, 1 green parrot in a cage, and a wiggly brown puppy in a box. He's getting rid of his kittens, but Kim turned right at the next corner and stopped to watch Mr. Green, who was working on his chicken yard. Rap, rap, rap went Mr. Green's hammer. "Those are nice chickens you have," said Kim in a friendly voice. Mr. Green stopped hammering and looked around. "The hens are nice. They give me fresh white eggs every day. But I'm going to get rid of that pesky rooster. Every morning very early he crows and wakes me up. I think we'll put him in the soup pot." "Oh, don't do that," cried Kim. "Give him to me, and I'll give you a kitten." Mr. Green looked into the basket and smiled. "That's a fine idea," he said. "My little girl has a birthday tomorrow. I'll bet she'd love this polka dot kitten for a birthday present." Mr. Green chased a shiny black rooster around the chicken yard until he caught him. He put the rooster into a small crate and set the crate in Kim's wagon. Look at his wagon. "Thanks, Mr. Green," called Kim as he went away down the street with 1 kitten in his basket, 2 goldfish in a bowl, 1 green parrot in a cage, a wiggly brown puppy in a box, and a shiny black rooster in a crate. As Kim turned to the next corner, he thought, "I have just 1 kitten left to give away." Then he saw Millicent May and her mother in the yard. Millicent was crying and looking very unhappy. Mrs. May looked a little unhappy too. "What's wrong with Millicent?" Kim asked. Mrs. May sighed. "Millicent is crying because she wants a tiger for a pet. Yesterday we went to the circus. Millicent loved the tigers. She says she won't stop crying until we buy her one." Kim had a bright idea. "I have a kitten that looks like a little tiger. Maybe Millicent would like it." He lifted the last kitten out of the basket. It was yellowish with black stripes. It had a little tiger face and wide green eyes. Kim put the kitten in Millicent's lap. She stopped crying and smiled a big smile. "Tiger," said Millicent happily as she stroked its fur. "Would you like to have the little chameleon we got at the circus? Millicent doesn't want it." Kim peered into the glass jar.
There was a tiny green animal covered with scales. It had a little pointed face and a long green tail. I've never seen a chameleon before, cried Kim excitedly. Yes, thank you. I sure would like to have it. Carefully, he set the glass jar in his wagon, and away he went toward home with, can you try to read it with me? An empty basket, 2 goldfish in a bowl, 1 green parrot in a cage, a wiggly brown puppy in a box, a shiny black rooster in a crate, and a tiny chameleon in a jar. As he pulled his wagon into the yard, Kim shouted excitedly, "Hey, Mom! Dad! I found a home for every single kitten. Aren't you glad?" Is it a little funny at the end? Right, he got rid of all the kittens, but what will his parents say? Children, today we're going to look at 2 dice. We're going to add numbers when we roll them. So we're going to roll 2 at the same time. So we need a 1 dice. We're going to see which number we roll the most often. So if we have 2 dice, can we get a 1 for any answer? No, 2 would be our smallest. So I'm going to draw a dice. I'm going to draw a dice and put 2 on it. And I'm going to draw a dice and put 3. No, can I delete this?